evening. Welcome to Aston and thank you for coming. On stage right now you see our combined Aston Coburn A-Band. 5th graders that are going to start the concert for you. And then we're going to do a quick change and we'll have our Aston chorus. I'd like to thank all of you for coming. Special thanks to Dr. Steinhoff who came. He's in here somewhere for our concert. And without any further ado, please listen carefully as you will be delighted by the sounds that you hear in our 2017 winter concert.
Welcome, thank you so much for coming in. I'm looking forward to sharing with you the hard work that we have been doing for these past couple months as far as our lessons go during every week, and as well as the rehearsals that we've been having before school. The first thing that we played for you, kind of just a little warm-up, but just a little background about it. I like to do a lot of singing with this group. It helps with our oral skills, which is our listening skills, and putting those skills with our fingers and playing the right notes just by listening and knowing how the songs are supposed to go. We learned a bass line, so we talked about the harmonies that go along with those songs as well. And then we talked about balance and blend, making those two things sound equal with each other. So those were called major duple and major triple. Our first tune that I have for you is called First Winter Sleigh Ride. I like to program this piece as for all the students on our stage here. It's our first winter concert, so what a more appropriate way to start it off by a tune called First Winter Sleigh Ride. Throughout our tunes that we have for you this evening, we have some soloists. All of the soloists that are here tonight are Aston Elementary students. If you come and hear us on Thursday, we will hear from the Coburn soloists. The first tune is Jingle Bells, and that's going to be performed by Izzy, Maddie, Brielle, and Sarah. It's kind of ironic programming this next tune, as it involves a very, very deep sadness. And that sadness comes when there's snow, but it's on the weekend. Or there's just enough snow that they're still going to have school that day. And I have to say, Dr. Steinhoff, I enjoyed the video. Hashtag call it off Steinhoff. I was really amused by that. So the next tune, Blizzard Blues, is not that we're sad that there's a blizzard, but where is the snow? Blizzard Blues. Check one. Hey, there we go. All right, so coming up next, we have two different solos coming up. We have the Little Drummer Boy, who's going to be played by Aiden, and then we also follow that up with My Dreidel, played by Caitlin. Everybody loves a parade, and of course, what would be a parade without a marching band? And this pretty much takes us back to our very first roots as the traditional ensembles started to develop. You had the orchestral side simultaneously developing at the same time that military bands were growing, to which we now know as the modern day concert band. So it's always good to think back to our roots and think about some sort of march-like tune. And so I bring you a tune called Gingerbread Men on Parade. And I love how the composer, Len, introduces his tune here as he has a wild imagination, I think. So he writes, "Can you see them? A batch of gingerbread men marching around the table. Here comes another batch to join the first, and another, and even more. They're happily parading around the gingerbread houses, mixing bowls and cookie pans. Smiling faces, bright eyes, and shiny buttons are part of the marching uniform, much like a marching band. This holiday march will bring, hopefully, a smile to your face, and if we play it well, you will even smell the gingerbread aroma from our holiday kitchen." This is Gingerbread Men on Parade. Before we play our final tune, we will have our final soloist playing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," which will be Grace, Aubrey, Annabelle, and Trevor. For our last tune, I love that it has roots in good old Pennsylvania. For those of you who might know Richard Smith, the lyricist of Winter Wonderland, was a native of Honesdale, Pennsylvania, which was in the northeast of Scranton. And it's been reported that he came, as he was seeking treatment in Scranton for tuberculosis, he came up with the lyrics to this tune by seeing this wintry scene in the Central Park of Honesdale. As it was also reported, as all the members who have written that are part of the Association of Composers and Publishers, ASCAP, they report that Winter Wonderland is the most performed and recorded holiday tune by any member of ASCAP. So we finish our portion of our concert. Thank you so much for your attention coming out tonight, supporting our students. I guess I should probably go through the whole thank you list, even though I think they're in the program. But first of all, thank you to our superintendent, Dr. Steinhoff, for coming out tonight. Our director of teaching and learning, Mr. Eric Kaminka. Both of my principals that work here at Aston and Coburn, here being Mrs. Phillips, and over at Coburn being Ms. Ford. Thank you for the students for their hard work and everything that they've been doing in school and plus at home to get ready for this evening. Our school board of directors for everything that they do to help ensure that music is alive and well in our schools. But last but not least, these students would not be up here if it weren't for the families and the loved ones and the support that you provide for these students up here. Not only, emotionally, but also financially, realizing that I know it's not a very inexpensive thing to do, as there's rental costs and things like that. So thank you so much for allowing this gift of music for your student and allowing me to work with them and being able to entertain you and hopefully get you in the spirit of the season. We close with Winter Wonderland.
This famous Christmas carol was originally composed in the 1900s in the Ukraine. It has been covered many times, and we recognize this melody from songs done by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and the Mannheim Soloists.
This is the first night of Hanukkah.
This song really gives you a glimpse into the food, fun, and games that are all a part of the 12 nights of Hanukkah. The chorus really worked on harmony during this carol.
It is a famous carol that was originated in France.
We are looking forward to Christmas Eve and the magical time it is.
We'll also be on the hunt for that big guy to come down our chimney and maybe catch him in the
Thank you so much for coming to our concert. Please have a happy and healthy holiday season.
Thank you so much for coming. I just wanted to thank the kids, first of all. They did a really great job. I threw some harder stuff at them. Give them a round of applause. I also wanted to thank my accompanist. I have Abigail and Levi Doss. They were Parkside students, and now they're in high school, and they were so kind to take their free time and practice with us, and they're playing for us, so give them a round of applause. Wanted to thank the parents. You get your kids here to all the rehearsals we have, and it really makes a difference. They did a great job. You should be so proud of them. I wanted to thank Mr. Farmer for setting up all our chairs. He does a great job. I rarely have to say a word, and he knows what I'm thinking before it like he had things done before I asked him, so he's invaluable. But thank you, Dr. Steinhoff, for coming, and thank you for all your support. And thanks, Ms. Phillips, for being great and supportive and wonderful. Just so you know, a few things. We will not have rehearsal tomorrow. You will not have it until probably the second week of January. I'll send you an email. So enjoy the holidays. Thank you for everything, and Ms. Phillips?
And we just have one more thank you. So Miss Talley thanked everyone, except nobody thanked our fabulous music staff. So girls, Mr. Stednicki is back there. One of you come on up for Miss Talley. We just want to show our thanks and appreciation with a little gift to show you how important you are and how much we appreciate everything you do. Without you, we could not have these beautiful concerts. So thank you very much. Let's give our music teachers a round of applause. Thank you, girls. And if you were not in a holiday spirit before you came, you certainly should be now. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for coming. Have a safe trip home.